So for the people who are wondering what mobile dueling is like now that we don't have to bother about using Flash to duel, I decided to record my attempts at dueling on my iPod Touch, this being the only thing resembling a mobile device capable of dueling that I have. The first time I tried dueling on this, it was actually alright. I got like a 120 something, but since then, with doing some test duels with this camera, I've had a lot of dropped duels, a lot of glitches, and a lot of terrible spells that shouldn't even have been that terrible. So, well, let's see what I get this time. Ugh. I can't tell whether that spell was glitchy or whether it just wasn't registering my presses. It's not actually that easy to duel with one hand holding a camera and the other, because I'm like trying to look at the camera screen, trying to look at the iPod screen, not doing a very good job of either. Plus the problem with a screen this size, as you can probably imagine, is that my finger is massive and I can't actually see what I'm doing because my finger is in the way. But if my finger wasn't in the way, then I wouldn't be touching the screen. So anyway, let's see if I can pull back a bit there. Okay, this is weird. Okay, let's try that. Okay. Seriously, like, for some reason it's not registering my second presses, and I often have to press 3 times before it actually decides to let the spell go ahead. This is so much worse than when I tried it the first time, but it's not, I mean, it's not just the fact that I'm holding a camera, because, I mean, I'm not holding the camera in this hand is fine, so it shouldn't affect the sensitivity of the iPod sensitivity to my pressing. Curiouser and curiouser. Nah, that died. Let's see, hang on, I'm just going to mess with the zoom a bit. There we go. Okay. It's your opponent's turn to cast their spell. I can't wait. It's a good thing I'm doing this in practice mode. Full body mind. I might try this with another spell in a minute just to see what happens. So close! So close. And yet so bloomin' far. One thing I noticed that I swear is different about the touchscreen dueling is that, I don't know if you can see it with the camera footage, but there's like an explosion mark where I press. There's some kind of like a jagged crater that appears where my finger presses. It's quite cool actually. It's like blowing up the screen, which I am very keen on doing right now. I've never noticed that on my computer, and I have been paying quite close attention to my screen, as you'll know from previous videos that I've made. I'm always on the lookout for stuff. Never noticed this before, so it might just be a feature of touchscreen dueling. Bah! It rushed on without me. I swear, this is not my fault. I'm pressing the usual press that I press with my finger when I'm pressing a touchscreen, and this stupid duels. Well, I wouldn't put it past Pottermore to have not properly thought through mobile dueling, so I shouldn't really be surprised that this is going to pot. It is strange though, because it worked pretty damn well the first time I tried it. If only I'd had a camera holding in my hand back then. It's not letting me. It is just not letting me duel. Let's try a different spell. Whew, what's simple to cast? Now you're asking. Let's try Incendio. Well, that lasted a long time, didn't it? The interesting thing is that it hasn't been registering any of these as glitches. I mean, I'm sure we're all familiar with the 0 points draw thing that you get after a glitch spell, but none of the glitch spells that I've cast have registered as 0 point duels, which is quite irritating actually, because the one time that I need that thing to work in my favour, it's not. It keeps registering these as genuine duels, and I can assure you, this is not how I duel. Okay, that's problematic, because the M and the O are so damn close together that it can't tell. Oh, there you are, a 0 point draw. See, as soon as I say something, Pottermore goes and does the opposite, because it's belligerent like that. What was I saying? Yeah, don't do leg locker, not that I think anyone was going to, but the M and the O are so close together that your finger can't help but press both. Jelly legs. I like jelly legs, normally. I used to like jelly legs before the change. This is going to be fun. Okay, low, tor. Huh. Yeah, that's right. The entirety of the spell won't fit on the screen. Good mobile dueling. Well done, Pottermore. You've really configured this well. Let's see, I can zoom out, but then it won't stay. No, I do not want to copy my screen. Get off. Right. We there? Jelly legs. Hang on, what does this do? Nothing in particular. Okay. What? I don't think this is going to get anywhere anytime soon. Okay, the conclusions that I've come to are either the setup for mobile dueling is not well configured, which would make quite a lot of sense because this is Pottermore we're talking about. So obviously there are some allowances that Pottermore needs to make for mobile dueling, which it hasn't made. This is basically computer dueling but on a smaller screen, and that could never go well. Second thing is, I don't think you're ever going to get a good spell on a screen this size. Let's face it, this probably isn't the kind of device you would want to be dueling on anyway. I don't own an iPad, so I can't try with the biggest screen, but I've heard from people who have an iPad that it's not that much better. So, but yeah, this thing, considering that my finger takes up about, what would you say, 1/20th the screen, something like that, you're not going to get much accuracy out of that. What was the other thing I was going to say? Something about sensitivity, maybe. But yeah, the screen is too small. When you press, it doesn't register. And sometimes the screen tries to scroll up and down to take in more of the spell, but then that throws the thing, because it registers scrolling as a press or something like that. I don't even know what's going on. I just watching my duels blow up in front of me. I mean, this isn't even a mobile version of the site, right? This is just the site, but accessed on a mobile device. Normally, if it's a mobile version of the site, you would see mobile.pottermore.com or something like that. This is just pottermore.com, but on a smaller screen. I would have thought, I can't think what other reason Pottermore would have had to get rid of Flash than to make dueling work on mobile devices. I'm sure that must have been the reason why they got rid of it, right? Because it was, I mean, it was all right before. But if the intent was to make dueling work on mobile devices, then they've done a pretty crap job of it, as you can see, because there's a bunch of other stuff that needs to be done in order to make dueling on a mobile device feasible. It's not just Flash, it's about sensitivity and screen size, and I mean, this stupid fucking navigation bar doesn't help, because that's what's making this so damn small. Okay, the mobile the navigation bar is gone, but you can see when I scroll up and down, the navigation bar flails and flickers and tries to keep up. What else can I find to complain about? This is crap, but I'm not sure whether Pottermore can do anything about that. I was just thinking, actually, while I was... hang on. Okay, yeah, this is not working. Grr. I was just thinking while I was in the App Store earlier, I wonder whether Pottermore will ever implement a Pottermore app, because I can see that being a possible avenue that they could go down. I mean, everything has an app these days. Heathrow Airport has an app, for goodness sake. I can imagine Pottermore should be able to expand into that area, or they can attempt to. I can see the resulting app being full of glitches, but Pottermore is full of glitches, so that wouldn't be anything new. But yeah, I don't know whether they would actually make it a free app or not. I'm torn between thinking that they would make it available for a reasonable fee, in inverted commas, and try to make money off of it, or they would make it free and then fill it with ads, because I can see them doing that as well. Oh well, there you have it. This was mobile dueling. Would not try again. Bye.